It's funny because the day before we were talking about peak power numbers, and he said his peak power numbers always come, I think, from when he sprints to the hoods. He can't, well, not sprints to the, when he does efforts in the hoods.
Oh,
so when he's in the drops, it's not like there's not the same effect. I'm a bit like, I can't.
Well, I think sometimes because you're more efficient in the drops, so maybe you don't get the peak power. And he went away, and it was quite a good effect. Now I don't know if any because Pete Williams was well down, wasn't he? So he wasn't, but he was helping you, obviously, wasn't he?
Yeah, that was the biggest moment of the race, I think, from my perspective. It was like, because the race had just been like splitting, coming back like all day, and then Pete had gone off at some point, and I think it was like 40 miles to go, I read somewhere. And
it would have been about 50, maybe 50.
50 miles, so it was the halfway mark. Like. Yeah. And as we caught up to this, it must have only been 20 men in the front group. As we caught up with them, there was like an attack on the right by a Vitus rider, and I followed him. And then when I followed him, a Wiggins rider came, so there was like the three of us. So we ride it, and there's this great shot then of like Pete like going up this climb. He's like really close to the camera, and then I was more surprised at the fact that we were able to go away. But like I was able to go away, like knowing there's a big flipping climb coming up that's going to take 10 minutes, 12 minutes to get over, you're letting me have a minute advantage over this climb. And I know that even when we got to the bottom of the big climb, and Pete said, look, I'll ride you to the bottom of the climb, which is like fair dues to him, because he said he was on his knees at the time. And then I had a 50-second gap at the bottom. I attacked. Wiggins guy comes with me, the Vitus guy fades off. Didn't lose a lot of time, although the 45, 50-second gap out of the bottom, James, Mark Christian and Holmes got across us on the top of the climb, like literally as we went on the top. So like they managed to close like a 45-second gap over 10 minutes. But then the next fastest group, which was like the Canyon lads who you know, good climbers, they had only closed, theoretically, they'd only closed 25 seconds on me on the whole climb. It literally, like, you watch cycling on TV, like you watch a Tour de France and stuff like that, and like that is what you see. Like what happened on Sunday is like, Pete goes up the road, like I get across to it, he works, I then go on, and then James comes across, and then we then push on, and it's like, we're constantly in the race, just pushing forward, and nearly had death by sheep on the descent then. Like we had like 6 miles to go, and there was like a sheep on the right side of the road.
Sheep, a stranger running all the way across instead of jumping up.
They're not like Welsh sheep, that's for sure. But yeah, this one, he like strayed across. I was on the front, and I could see him. I was like, whoa, no, I've had this on the go before. And like, and I'm like, he's coming across, and I braked a bit. I thought he's going the other way, and then like he like turned to go the other way, and then turned back, and then ran. So we had to dodge that. But then
good run mode.
Yeah, but the finish was just like, well, the video itself was good enough for the finish to explain it. Yeah, you ended up on the front, and you knew you were sacrificing yourself for the greater good, really, weren't you? Yeah. You were trying to run the legs off everyone, really, weren't you? It helps, like, the way that plan panned out the last 2K, because the Canyon guys and Ali from Vitus, they just got back on with 2K to go. He caught us at the bottom of this climb, and James said, who's just caught this? And I like literally glanced back, and I was like, and the first thing came to my head was like Canyon, so I just shouted like Canyon, and like he just attacked. And as he did it, I was like, oh, that's cruel, that is. So, but fair play. So I like slipped up the back then, but then so did like a few others, Ali for one.
But you managed to hold on then?
Well, no, the gap went, and I was behind Ali and Dan Pearson, and I think they were pedalling squares a bit, so I waited for the gap to get big enough, and then I jumped them. And when I jumped them, I went straight across to the front group again.
Right. Also, you went far away?
They weren't that far, no. It was like a 30-second gap. 30-second effort I used to bridge across. Once I got there, I took a flyer. I went straight past, but I was hoping that I would catch them. So because it could work two ways, couldn't it? I could have taken a flyer like that, and they would have got on, and I could have soloed. Or if that doesn't work and they do jump on, well, I've got to commit then because I've made the effort. I'm at the front. Because if I parked it up, then it would all be stalemate again, wouldn't it? So
the way you have to is sound dead. You have to keep going.
yeah, I think. I mean, particularly as speaking for everybody, like everybody was on their knees. So long as you kept it really hard up until the 200 metre to go mark, everyone's in the same boat, and it's just who can sprint that bit harder at the end. So there you have it, a rather informal little debrief, I guess, talking about this weekend or last weekend's race, which as you probably gathered went very, very well. Very happy with it, and onwards and upwards from here. Great footage from the last kilometre as well. Tonight we are down Pembury Country Park again, and there's a women's race going on. There's, oh, there they are now. First of many go races. It's like 45 minutes, and then there's a men's race on, which Anthony's doing, Daryl's doing. Pretty much a few of the hitters from Bynea Cycling Club. They're doing it. But I've just come along to basically lend my helping hand and being a complete nuisance as usual. I might walk around to see the marshals, might not. Might wave the finish flag, might not. But no, in all seriousness, I'm taking some photos for Bynea to use, and maybe some videos as well. So we'll see what we'll grab from this. Seems so different to when the women's Tour of Britain came here. So different.
Hello, Ed. My Garmin mount.
Oh no.
So I don't know. I think the frame is okay, but yeah, it's just one of them. Isn't it?
People are going to comment about these numbers for sure.
Oh, they are commenting. She did the bath. She did.
You didn't lead out like me.
Well, me and Johnny, I think.
I was last. I was.
Thank you. I was
Dead last in the batch.
Yeah, I started. Yeah, I got an excuse. So yeah, I was short.
Nicely done, ladies.
Gentlemen.
No, I know. I do
Took a few hours to get right.
Be aware you. It's stuck in
So we're going to call it back there. Oh, I read this.
Mark Robertson.
He was sat here when he was like.
And as he went round, I went to
You want to take him as well?
respond. Yeah, but I didn't have enough, and then Dara came over me.
I tried to board again as well for you, but
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. No, honestly. How many races have you done?
That's it.
Oh, do you know what? Oh, yeah.
she's lavers.
Really good. It helps when you've got 15 pack legs. So
I know in the strong run now, the boy from Team Banks. No, I was just chucking a couple of grenades in and again. I went once.
Well, let me know. I can give you a quick through anyway.
Who's reds? I brought them for everybody else.
Red.
Red? You like orange?
He's even picking colours.
Anybody want one?
No, thank you.
That's a great shot, that is. That's a good way to end the video because you're like walking back to the car, but it's like, yeah,
distance.
yeah.
I should put my Bynea top on.